in there, Bob? Yeah, she's there.
Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations to Travel coming to you live today from the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival 2023 presented by Corksicle. Good morning, Randy. And yeah, name still a mouthful. Let's go with food and wine. We're actually not really here to talk about food and wine stuff today, but there's been a lot of news regarding EPCOT that you can see scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as we make our way around the park. Also wanted to point out, it's a pretty busy day here at EPCOT right now. There's some traffic coming in. You can see the lines backed up at the gates here. We don't typically do these videos on Saturdays, so it's gonna be a little bit different. A little bit more crowded. Yeah, we're going to take a walk around EPCOT. We're going to focus more on this area of the park, I guess what you would call Future World still. I don't know. It's all the neighborhoods now, which we'll talk about a little bit more. But yeah, as opposed to World Showcase, we might still end up taking a lap around World Showcase. We'll just see how time goes. But more of the news we have to talk about is focused on this half of the park. Good morning, Wendy. So the first thing I want to talk about actually is that last thing you see scrolling across that ticker at the bottom of the screen, which is World Celebration, which is going to open in December. We don't have a specific date yet, but we know it'll open in December. And that's going to be this area behind Spaceship Earth. This area that's been behind construction walls for I don't even know how long now. This is honestly, of all the announcements for EPCOT, this is the thing I am most looking forward to, is just being able to walk through the middle of this park again and not have to go all the way around the perimeter of the park to get over to World Showcase, but just being able to walk straight back to get to World Showcase. That's going to be really nice. And then on top of that, you know, World Celebration does have some things like Communicore, which is going to be sort of a hub for the festival celebrations. There'll be a meet and greet with Mickey and Minnie in there. So there are some new exciting additions. There's going to be a new Walt statue in this area as well. So I'm really looking forward to this area being opened up. And again, World Celebration opens in December. So no specific date, but we are only a few months away, which feels crazy to say that we are already almost at December. By the way, it was a 35-minute wait for Spaceship Earth this morning. So like I said, a pretty busy day here at EPCOT. I haven't checked any of the other wait times, but we'll see as we make our way around. So again, see right now, World Celebration will be opening in December. Right now we have to be redirected off to this side path to go out towards the land and the seas, and then walk all the way around the perimeter to get to World Showcase. I am really just looking forward to being able to walk through the middle of this park and not have construction walls anymore. EPCOT's a beautiful park. It's only going to get even better without these construction walls here. And, you know, just having this brand new area opened up. So again, that will happen in December. As Randy says, construction walls coming down is indeed a blessing. So we come around this side path here. Anytime you see these umbrellas lined up like this tells me they're planning to use this as queue, so they can keep guests out of the sun. And this queue would be for, as we make our way around here, Journey of Water inspired by Moana, which the entrance is right here. You can see it is blocked off by these bushes right now. So let's see if I can get a good look at the entrance if I come around here. Kinda. But that is the entrance to Journey of Water inspired by Moana. Looks like there is more queue out here as well. Let's see if we come around the side here. Oh, this is all stroller parking anyway. I can't really get a good look in here, but you can kind of see Journey of Water right in there. And Journey of Water, you will see on there, is set to open in October. I don't remember the specific date off the top of my head, but it is scrolling across the bottom of your screen. There you go. October 16th is the opening of Journey of Water inspired by Moana. It has been in previews for quite a while now. Cast members, pass holders is coming up, I think. I want to say that was the 22nd is the beginning of pass holder previews. Something like that. So a lot of people have already seen it. There was a D23 preview. By the way, I should mention too, all this news that we're talking about came out of Destination D23, the event held at the Contemporary just a week ago. So we got a bunch of news for EPCOT, as well as some of the other parks too. And we'll talk about that in future videos. We'll get out to Magic Kingdom. We got some news over there. Randy says, I watched a replay from the media preview of Journey of Water. Yeah, there's a lot of videos and photos out there, so if you do want to see it, I prefer to try and stay spoiler-free for new attractions. I like to go in and see it for myself for the first time. I have seen quite a few pictures of Journey of Water. It's beautiful. It is a really, really cool addition. It's not a big, thrilling attraction or anything, but it is a really nice new addition, especially at night. If you're here at EPCOT and you get the chance to walk through Journey of Water at night, definitely recommend it. It is beautiful, especially with Spaceship Earth lit up in the background. It is a really, really nice addition to EPCOT over here. So again, that's October 16th, as you can see scrolling across the bottom of your screen. So not too long a wait for Journey of Water. You can hear some of the water. I actually see some of it going back there. Very cool. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to get to walk through there myself. And as we were talking about World Celebration, you can see some more of the construction going on over here on Communicore Plaza. And again, this whole area will be open in December. I am really excited for this area to be open. Can't wait. All right, and as we're making our way over here, so here's the wait time board. We got 30 minutes for Mission Space Orange, 10 minutes for Green, 70 minutes for Remy's. Virtual queue is closed for Guardians of the Galaxy, and death, taxes, and me forgetting to get a virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the things you can count on. Yes, Randy with a great point about Journey of Water. It definitely has the interactive aspect covered. Yeah, they did a really good job. It's not just a walkthrough. You do get to kind of play around with some of the elements in Journey of Water. So again, I'm really excited for that. October 16th. Now, as we're walking up towards the land featuring Soarin', which I've actually never noticed that is on the sign there. But Soarin' is going to get a little bit of not an update, a revert, I guess. Soarin' over California, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, returns September 22nd for a limited time. So if you've ridden Soarin' in the last couple of years, you're probably familiar with Soarin' Around the World. Soarin' over California was the original, and then they changed it out for Soarin' Around the World. A lot of people really prefer Soarin' over California. I think I do too. It's been quite a while since I experienced it myself, so I'm excited for that to come back. And again, September 22nd, that will return for a limited time. They didn't give us an end date, so we don't know exactly how long. I would guess it stays through the 100th celebration. But we also don't know how long that's going to go on for, so, you know. We got Winnie the Pooh out here with his butterfly net. Looks like he is caught in the net himself. It's weird seeing this whole area open now without the butterfly garden here. And Pooh is trying to catch any remaining butterflies, which actually you can see a few flying around back there. I don't know if you can see it on the video, probably too far away, but pretty cool that there's some lingering effects. Randy says our next trip home is in mid-January, so hope to catch Soarin' then. Hopefully it's still around. Again, we don't know how long it'll be soaring over California. They just said limited time. I would think it'll be at least through the end of the year, but don't know for sure. All right, so you got the Pooh, I guess you could say meet and greet. Not really, you don't really get to go up there and take a picture with them or anything, but speaking of character meet and greets, we had a new one debut. Well, we'll say a returning one debut here in EPCOT, right here at Journey into Imagination. Now I'm going to head in there and try and check it out. Let me know if the video gets choppy, because I know this building does tend to cut off service. But we're going to try and check it out here, because you can now, once again, meet Figment. He just debuted, well, I want to say last week. Was it actually this week, technically? Yeah, I think it was Sunday, right? When he debuted. So you can meet Figment. He has had quite a long wait recently, and actually that's probably the queue right over there for Figment. And it has been as long as, I've heard, 5 hours to meet Figment. That won't last. That was the brand new thing. You know, I'm sure all the pass holders got out here his first day. But it's definitely going to be a longer wait as far as meet and greets are concerned. So you can come in here to ImageWorks.
Oh, we have enough time to see the movie?
Let's see. Let's see if we can see Figment out. You might not be out right this second, but also let me know, again, if this starts to get choppy on me. I will head back out of the building. Jeremiah says, what is film? Pointing out some of the outdated graphics on the door to ImageWorks here. So first, in Imagination Land here, we have Joy meeting and greeting. So Joy used to be out on the lawn where Winnie the Pooh was just a moment ago. I don't know if she still goes out there at all. But this queue you see over here is for Figment, and he is out right now. So let's see. You can kind of just barely see him. He's back there. Let's see if I can get a better shot anywhere. Jeremiah says that is about an hour-and-a-half line. Yeah, so I guess the queue out in front was actually for the attraction. I expected there to be a queue building up outside for Figment. But there he is. These guests are very excited to meet Figment. At least Figment, you know, he takes the time and has fun with each guest that he meets, which, you know, it's going to make the wait a little bit longer, but it also makes the wait worth it. You know, you're not just getting up there, snapping a picture, and walking away. Figment's going to have some fun. Very cool. Hi, Tom. Randy says we'll have to do this on our trip. Jeremiah says, go look at the cartoons next to the portal. So yeah, I'm gonna head around to the other side of the Figment meet and greet. There's a cool little element they've added there. As Jeremiah told me a few days ago, some of the original Figment cartoons they have playing on here. Very cool, and this is right next to Figment is meeting right in there. Very cool. And Figment will enter out of the Dreamport here, make his big grand entrance. But yeah, there you go. You can come into ImageWorks now and meet Figment. And then, of course, you've got all of your Figment merchandise in here as well, like this Figment plush. Any of the backpacks? Ooh, I don't see backpacks anywhere, no. We do have, I really like this, like, I forget what they call these. Cuddles. Disney Cuddles Figment. I love that. No, I don't see backpacks anywhere. I do really like this Wonderground Figment statue. I know there was a popular Figment backpack, and it looks like it is gone already. There's a Figment ornament in here. There are backpacks over here, but these are not Figment. This looks like it is maybe DVC. Yeah. The DVC collection of merchandise here. The Loungefly for DVC. And by DVC, I mean, of course, Disney Vacation Club. Yeah, that's a really nice addition, having Figment there. Obviously, people are really excited about it. Even if you're not looking forward to meeting Figment, like maybe you know, if you're not a hardcore EPCOT fan, you're thinking, who is Figment? I don't care to meet this purple dragon. It's taking, like Jeremiah said, that's an hour and a half wait. That's an hour and a half worth of people that could be waiting in other attractions. So it spreads out the crowds a little bit more. So things like that are always a great addition to any park. As Randy points out, the DVC lounge is upstairs in here. So if anybody is DVC, that's where your DVC lounge will be. As we make our way around what will be World Celebration, we can get more of a look at it. including these giant lighting towers over here, which I find really interesting. I don't remember if we talked about this in a previous video. I think we focused primarily on food and wine since these have been put up. But they're unique. They're very interesting. I'm not sure what the purpose is, what is going to be in between them. But it definitely looks cool and should look really cool at night when everything is lit up. So again, really excited for World Celebration to open up in December and just be able to walk through here again. Like, for example, right now I'm trying to work my way to the other side of the park over by Test Track. And we got to walk all the way pretty much out to World Showcase almost and circle around. So once that is done, we will not have to do that anymore. It'll be really nice. It is definitely a warm day out here right now, by the way. It is beautiful out. No threat of rain, at least not in the early part of the day. But it's hot, it's humid. It's not that hot. I think we're in like the low 80s right now. But the humidity is like 90%. So, you know, I know it's like mid to late September, but you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat into October, into November, probably a lot of December. There you go. Randy points out it's Florida. If you visit in January, February, you know, be prepared for some cold weather because you might wake up one day and it might be 40 degrees outside with still 80% humidity. So if you visit that time of year, prepare for anything. All right, so if we were to go right here, that would take us out to a World Showcase. But we are going to keep going straight. We have a few other things to talk about. Jeremiah gives me 86 feels like 93, which 93 is, that's cool for what it's been lately. So, and Tom says humidity will slow you down, for sure. Yeah, that's honestly that's the thing that gets you here. Is it's not usually, you know, like we saw the temperatures in Arizona over the summer where it was consistently like 110 to 120 degrees for like 2 weeks straight. We don't get that. We'll occasionally get like a really high temperature, but it's typically in the mid to high 90s. And then the real feel is like 110 because of the humidity being like 90%. That's what gets you. But yeah, and we totally agree with Kimberly here. I don't care about the heat, humidity. It's Disney. Exactly. That's why I'm still here. Thank you, Kimberly. We got flavors from Fire over here. Did I try? Yes, I had the chimichurri marinated skirt steak taco. That was really good. I do want to come back for the smoked corned beef, which I had last year. Really delicious. Of course, you can't go wrong with an Impossible Burger slider. And then I also tried this spiced chocolate tart. This is, it's weird. Because the chocolate itself is really, really good. It has a barbecue potato chip crust. That part's strange. It's every now and then you get a bite that is like super barbecue flavored. And that's weird. When it's not super like barbecuey, it's delicious. It would be great if it was a normal potato chip crust, not barbecue. But when you get that barbecue flavor, it's too much. It's too many different flavors. I also agree with Kimberly on this. Way better than cold. I was actually just talking to a friend who was visiting from New Jersey and talking about how he's going back to like mid 70s and was jealous of that. But then I remember that in a couple months it's going to be like in the 30s, and I don't want that. I will take 90 over 30 every day. As Randy points out, it's not that different than Houston, so we're used to it. All right, so we have come over to Test Track. as you can hear. So we don't have a date. There's no time frame or anything for this yet, but one of the most unexpected announcements from Destination D23. Oh, there's hopscotch out here right now. Looks like Test Track is actually down. So they have cast members entertaining guests with hopscotch. I won't try and do that because I will hurt myself. But one of the most unexpected announcements of the Destination D23 was Test Track 3.0. So they're going to update Test Track again, which is really interesting. I did not expect that to happen at all. It was not on my radar, even in the slightest. So again, no time frame, no date, nothing like that. But we do know they are planning to update Test Track. So I'm excited for that. I'm very curious what kind of changes we will see. Test Track is one of my favorite attractions here, actually. I know it kind of gets forgotten now, especially with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind right across the way here. A lot of people prefer Soarin' over Test Track. I was actually always team Test Track when these were the two big attractions. We're talking before Remy's, before Frozen opened here. And this and Soarin' were the two big attractions in this park. I would always prefer Test Track. You know, if I was booking my Fast Pass, it was going to be for Test Track over Soarin'. That's obviously not the case anymore either. You have to get your lightning lane. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to an update for Test Track. Yeah. Randy points out, did you see that Star Tours is getting new chapters? Yeah, Star Tours over in Disney's Hollywood Studios is also going to be updated to include Ahsoka. I think we know a time frame for that. I believe they said January for Ahsoka-related updates to Star Tours. I could be wrong. If anybody knows in the chat, you can correct me, but I believe they said January. No, did they say spring? I think they said spring next year. I might be mixing up my my announcements. Jeremiah, twisting my words, says, wait, there's a Soarin' over Test Track ride? That would be interesting. Just do a Soarin' over Epcot. Might be a short ride, but again, Soarin' over California returns September 20, or Soarin' over California returns, not Soarin' around the world. That returns September 22nd. So I'm excited to go see that again. It's been quite a while. It has returned over in Disney California Adventure a number of times since Soarin' Around the World came out. But we have not seen it here in Epcot in a few years. We're going to head out this way. And then make our way out to World Showcase to talk about another announcement. I should mention, too, another announcement we got, not out of Destination D23, but just yesterday, actually. If you're an annual pass holder, there's going to be an Oswald magnet for annual pass holders to pick up. They cycle through these magnets they give out for annual pass holders, and the newest one is going to be Oswald, which is exciting because we don't get a lot of Oswald here in Walt Disney World. I believe this is in reference to Soarin' over Test Track. That's Blue Sky stuff. Or Soarin' over Epcot. So yeah, as Randy brought up the addition or the update coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios for Star Tours, we will get out to some of the other parks to talk about the announcements throughout the Walt Disney World Resort. Not all Epcot. There was quite a bit for Magic Kingdom. There was some Disney's Animal Kingdom stuff to talk about, so we'll get out there. I think we just covered the Disney's Hollywood Studios news. I'm pretty sure that was it. Unless I'm forgetting anything, I think that was the only announcement regarding that park. Since we had a focus on Figment today, I figured to show you the Fab 50 statue. Again, the world's most magical celebration, the celebration of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, has long since come and gone. We are now moving into the Disney 100 celebration, but the Fab 50 statues remain, which I think is cool. I think it's a fun addition. They are interactive if you have your Magic Band Plus, so I think it's cool. I say leave them. Oh, Randy also says Oswald cartoons are back on Disney Plus too. So if you're an Oswald fan, you can check that out. Speaking of Disney Plus, I mentioned, they're updating Star Tours for Ahsoka. I should explain. There is the new Star Wars Ahsoka series on Disney Plus. If you're a Star Wars fan and you're not watching that yet, oh man, you need to get on it. It is so good. Highly recommend. Ooh, all right, so we are in World Showcase now. And I want to point out, if you may remember, we did some food and wine stuff in previous videos, but not all the booths are open. Some of the booths opened later on in the event. I want to say it was yesterday, actually, September 15th. I feel like that date stands out in my mind. But the Hawaii booth was one of them that opened later on, and you can see is very popular, has quite a long line. Kimberly agrees with me. They should definitely leave the Fab 50 statues. Oh, Lou asked, what is a Magic Band Plus? All right, we will head into one of the shops here and hopefully find a Magic Band Plus. If you're not familiar with Magic Band, it is essentially a bracelet you wear that allows you to, you can attach your credit card to it. You can pay for things in stores around Walt Disney World. You can use it as your room key for your hotel, various things like that. Magic Band Plus added a fun interactive element that we'll talk about a little bit more. Let me catch up on a few other comments before I talk about this last announcement here. Tom says it sure would be nice to see all of the construction done for a couple of years. That's one of the things about theme parks in general, not even just Walt Disney World. And I believe that, I'm not going to try and quote him, but I believe Walt Disney has a quote out there saying something along the lines of, it'll never be done. They're always going to be working on the next thing. So you're always going to see some level of construction going on. As we look across at a giant crane, we saw the construction walls. You can see the construction from here over on World Celebration. So yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of construction done. But yes, once World Celebration opens up, that is going to be such a difference maker. And Randy points out Ahsoka will lead into Loki season 2. Time-wise, yes, not story-wise. So unless you're making a very bold claim, Randy, I don't think they're going to cross over. But yes, that will lead us up to Loki season 2. I want to say October 6th is the debut of Loki season 2 on Disney Plus. Okay, caught up on comments. I came over here to look across the lagoon. And actually, it looks like they've cut down a lot of these pylons since the last time I was here. So we're getting closer to the debut of Luminous, the Symphony of Us. So we got the name announced at Destination D23 for the new nighttime spectacular here at EPCOT. And it's going to open December 5th. So again, World Celebration opens in December. Luminous, specifically December 5th. I would guess they want to, have those be at least very close together. But we don't know for sure when World Celebration will open, just December. December 5th for Luminous, the Symphony of Us. I love the name. We'll all just call it Luminous, right? Or the Symphony of Us is not something we'll actually throw in there. Nobody said like Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. It was just Illuminations. But I love Luminous because you've kind of got elements of Illuminations and Harmonious. So I like the way they combine those. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to see. I loved Harmonious. I wasn't the biggest fan of Illuminations, he said quietly before getting everybody angry. But I love a new nighttime show here at Walt Disney World. I'm excited to see what they have in store for us. I think they knocked it out of the park with Harmonious, and then they knocked Harmonious out of the park. And now we're getting a new nighttime show. So I'm really excited can't wait to see what they can do with this one. We don't have the giant barges anymore, if that was something that upset you, because you lost your view across the lagoon. So that's not going to be an element of Luminous. But again, they do such a great job with nighttime shows here at Walt Disney World. So I have very high hopes for Luminous. I think it'll be great. Ooh, Randy says, hope they bring back the drones for Luminous. That would be really cool. A lot of Disney fans have been waiting for it. There are Disney drone shows out there. Disneyland Paris has a really, really cool one over at Walt Disney Studios Park. So, yeah, I would love for them to incorporate drones. I think that would be so cool. I don't know why we haven't gotten that here yet, to be honest. So, but we'll see. December 5th, we will get out here to check out Luminous. If not on December 5th, right around there, we will find a way to share it with you guys. If you can't be out here yourself to check it out, because I highly recommend it. December is going to be a great time to visit with all of the changes coming to Walt Disney World, and specifically EPCOT. So again, one more time, December 5th, Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Can't wait. That's going to be really exciting. All right, which shop should I head to here? We're going to head over here. We're going to try and find a Magic Band Plus, which, amazingly, I don't have one. Oh, this is interesting. Look at all the paint on the ground over here. I think they had one of the Festival of the Arts things over here. And so it's just kind of paint splatter everywhere. Ooh, Lou says, trivia time. How many torches encircle the lake? I should know that. I don't. Does anybody else have an answer for Lou? Let's see. You can see one. Probably hard to see in the video, but, well, first of all, I mean, this kind of gives it away a little bit. There you go. Sorry, Randy. Sorry, Kimberly. Well, we've got 19 torches around World Showcase Lagoon. All right, we're going to head into Disney Traders here. I don't know that they have Magic Band Plus in here, but hopefully. Let's see. We do have a bunch of Marvel merchandise. Got a whole booth for Iron Man here. Some new Avengers stuff. Button-down shirt. I haven't seen this. This is cool. We've got some Spider-Man art across the Spider-Verse. Some Avengers art. Got this Loki statue. Captain America shield. Captain Carter shield. I like this carrying case for the Captain America shield. With the case, the shield is $450. Look how nice this Captain Carter one is, though. Look at the reflection on that. All right, getting distracted by Marvel stuff. Let's see if I can find a Magic Band Plus. Ah, here we go. All right, so they have Marvel Magic Band Pluses, and you'll find whatever property you're looking for, whatever you're a fan of, you can almost definitely find a Magic Band Plus for it. So you'll see, I don't know if it'll be, no. You'll see this can light up here, and it can interact with things around the parks. For example, the Fab 50 statues. So you kind of just go and wave at the Fab 50 statues, and they will react to you visiting them. There are also games like Batu Bounty Hunters over in Disney's Hollywood Studios that you can play with your Magic Band Plus. Again, I don't have a Magic Band Plus, surprisingly. Maybe I should pick up a Marvel one at some point. Let me see, are there any others here? No, well, these are comfort harnesses for your dog. There's also a whole bunch of dog toys here. But yeah, no, there's a lot of things you can do with Magic Band Plus. So it's just another fun element, another way to have fun in the parks. Hi, Ginny. All right, so that covers the announcements around Epcot. At least I think. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. There was a lot from Destination D23, so I think I got all of the elements. Does anybody in the chat have anything else from Destination D23 you want to discuss? I know, like we said, there's a lot of other stuff for other parks, and we'll get out there to talk about them, specifically Magic Kingdom. That's probably going to be our next stop. Don't know when just yet, but again, if you're new to these videos, we do them once a week. So you can join us for a walk around Walt Disney World or some other attractions in the area. The food booths for food and wine do have pretty long lines right now. It is pretty much lunchtime at this point, so you're going to see these food booths be pretty busy. But we're just going to walk a lap around World Showcase here to see what the park looks like today. Again, we don't normally do these on Saturdays, so it's a little bit different today. Definitely crowded over here in Mexico as guests are waiting for either their tequila or their food. One thing they leaned heavily on in Destination D23 in that DPEP, the Disney Parks Experiences and Products presentation, they had a lot of Muppets involved with the show. So I was hoping we were going to get a big announcement with the Muppets. We did not. But remember, over in Disney's Hollywood Studios, we have Jollywood Nights, the new holiday party coming, and the Muppets are going to be involved there. So it was cool to see the Muppets, in like real, like not a video. They were actually there. They were actually on the stage, and that's what we're hoping we're going to get with Jollywood Nights. So looking forward to that. Good question from Murphy. We'll just go with Murphy. Did D23 mention anything about the play pavilion at Epcot? Or is that simply DOA? Yeah, no mention of the play pavilion, which is up at the front of the park over by Guardians. That was announced. I don't even remember which event at this point, quite a while ago. No updates on that. I hope it's still happening, and it's very possible it is. They might just be, putting that on the back burner while they focus on other projects here at Epcot. So much to, who was it? Was it Tom that said it'll be nice to see no construction walls? Much to Tom's chagrin, we will probably still have some level of construction going on at Epcot. But again, no updates. We don't have any information on the play pavilion. Okay, long wait here at the China Pavilion booth as well. Everybody's trying to get their food and wine offerings right now. I do still have quite a few things on my list that I need to try from Food and Wine, but we have plenty of time. Food and Wine goes into November, so still a couple months to experience the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival 2023 presented by Corksicle. Randy, I don't think there's any official announcement on that. I think that's the sentiment, but I don't think they've officially said for sure. I would guess they'll still be doing something in the future. Again, that just might be a way down the line because we have so many other projects going on here. That's still in regards to the play pavilion for those of you wondering. Another good look across the lagoon here on a beautiful Saturday morning still for a few minutes. By the way, one thing I like to point out as we make our way around these festivals here at EPCOT, it's not just the new booths that offer food and wine specific options, but Refreshment Outpost, Refreshment Port over in Canada will also have some special offerings. So be sure to always come out and check out the menus.
Were we together?
Yeah, it was a pineapple one. I like to know it is.
It's also not limited to just the countries that are a part of World Showcase. For example, here is the Kenya booth. So yes, you will have things like Germany over in the Germany Pavilion. You also have the Alps over here in the Germany Pavilion. I haven't seen this EPCOT Food and Wine Loungefly. Very cool. I love the colors of Spaceship Earth on that.
No, you don't want hot.
And of course, you got all your food and wine merchandise in these festival marketplaces out here. Here is the Alps booth. And then right next to that is the Germany booth. Now let's see if we see any characters out here in World Showcase. It's a Saturday, so things are going to be a little bit different. But I know, actually, I don't know if Jeremiah is still watching, but saw him in the chat earlier. He was out here recently and saw some very interesting character offerings around World Showcase. For example, over at the International Gateway, heading over towards like Boardwalk and Beach Club and Yacht Club, I saw Jack Sparrow over there. A very weird spot for Jack Sparrow. Usually you'll see Minnie over there, or you'll see I feel like I've seen Mary Poppins over there.
Here it is, $13.
Goofy has met over there too. So you'll see characters like that, but Jack Sparrow was a very different one. And then over in American Adventure, we found Stitch and Mr. Penguin. So some really interesting characters to find around World Showcase. So I'll keep my eyes open, see if we see anybody today. Oh. Oh, Randy, sorry, I walked right past the trains today. One of the best parts of World Showcase is the entertainment they have just out in the pavilions. I won't stand here for too long because my phone might overheat. I'm gonna see if I can get a spot in the shade over here though. He's walking a tightrope. That was awesome. I don't know if I've ever actually watched Sergio's full show here in the Italy Pavilion, but that was really cool. It was fantastic. And that's what I was saying as we saw him walking out, is the entertainment around World Showcase and the various pavilions is so awesome. Just such a cool element of EPCOT. All right, so that is going to cut off the rest of our walk around World Showcase. The last couple things I want to do here, just swing by the America Gardens Theater and see who is performing tonight for the Eat to the Beat concert series. As Tom pointed out, Sergio is a crowd pleaser. Teresa enjoyed it as well. So again, here's the Eat to the Beat concert series here at the America Gardens Theater. Let's see, what do we got tonight? Raul Acosta and Oro Solido. So also I should mention, yesterday actually started the Hispanic and Latin American Culture Heritage, I didn't get the name right, but month. So it goes from yesterday into October 15th, I believe. And there's all sorts of ways to celebrate around Walt Disney World. There's some new photo ops with Disney PhotoPass photographers. There's a bunch of new food all around Walt Disney World, specifically a lot in Disney Springs, a lot that I need to go try. So that's another way to celebrate around Walt Disney World right now. I did see Ray Parker Jr. was here at EPCOT for the Eat to the Beat concert series recently. You can see Boyz II Men on the schedule later on this month. So America Gardens, or the Eat to the Beat concert series, is a fun way to celebrate here at EPCOT during the Food and Wine Festival. And there's no additional charge for these concerts, I should mention. You can just walk up, whoever's performing. I know one of the big headlines from this year's Eat to the Beat concert series was, was this back in Flower and Garden? Oh, I think it was Eat to the Beat, right? Joey Fatone and Friends is always one of the returning concerts. And you never know who the end Friends is going to be. And this year, Lance Bass showed up. So you had two members of NSYNC here at EPCOT, and a lot of people were really excited about that. So that was pretty cool. And the last thing we're going to do is just head over to the Japan Pavilion, and we're just going to get a good look across the lagoon at Spaceship Earth as we wrap things up here today. So thank you guys so much for joining me for a walk around EPCOT today. We talked about all of these really awesome announcements. Actually, I guess I can leave that up there. Some exciting stuff coming to EPCOT. A lot of it just in the next couple months. So some really cool stuff. If you would like to plan your next Walt Disney World Resort vacation and get out here and check out some of these additions to EPCOT, you can head to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. We can start planning that for you today. Thanks again, everyone. As always, keep an eye out for our next video. We do these live streams once a week. We'll get out somewhere fun again. We do these live streams on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe. Twitter, sorry, X, whatever. Yeah, you can be sure to follow, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live on YouTube. We do have some additional content on our YouTube channel as well. We did a fun game of hide and seek over here in World Showcase. You can check that out on our YouTube, youtube.com/D2Travel. And there's all sorts of like room tours and things like that on there too. So check us out over there. And again, d2travel.com, or send us an email at info@d2travel.com to start planning your next Walt Disney World Resort vacation. And that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much, everyone. And I will see you real soon. Bye.